In this video, we will explore the stories and events connected to Waverly Hills Sanatorium. These accounts are based on historical records, local legends, and paranormal research. The purpose of this content is purely educational and for entertainment. We do not promote or encourage any kind of superstition. Now, prepare yourself to step inside one of the most haunted hospitals in America. Imagine standing in front of a massive, decaying building. Its tall windows are broken, its walls are crumbling, and a chilling wind whispers through the hollow halls. Locals say if you listen carefully, you can still hear the cries of the dead echoing from inside. This is not just any building. This is Waverly Hills Sanatorium, one of the most haunted places in America. Waverly Hills was built in the early 1900s in Louisville, Kentucky. At that time, tuberculosis was one of the deadliest diseases in the United States. Thousands of people were infected, and there was no proper cure. The sanatorium was designed as a hospital to isolate and treat tuberculosis patients. It started small, but the epidemic grew so large that a massive 5-story building was constructed in 1926. This building could hold more than 400 patients, and it soon became a place of both hope and horror. The patients who arrived at Waverly Hills often never left alive. Doctors tried every possible treatment, some helpful, many cruel. Patients were subjected to experimental surgeries, like removing ribs or collapsing lungs, in desperate attempts to save them. Most of these patients died in agony. It is believed that more than 60,000 people lost their lives within these walls. The most chilling part of Waverly Hills was the body chute, also called the Death Tunnel. This was a long underground passage that led from the hospital down to the bottom of the hill. Dead bodies were secretly sent through this tunnel so that the living patients would not see the constant flow of death. Imagine being a patient, hearing the creaking gurneys rolling through the night, knowing that one day you too would be taken down that tunnel. But death was not the end here. Many believe that the spirits of those who suffered never left. Paranormal investigators have reported countless terrifying encounters. Shadows move across hallways when no one is there. Disembodied voices whisper in the dark. Cold spots suddenly appear, and invisible hands touch unsuspecting visitors. One of the most infamous locations inside Waverly Hills is room 502. In 1928, a nurse was found hanging from a light fixture in that room. Some say she took her own life after discovering she was pregnant and unmarried, a scandal at the time. Others whisper that she was murdered. Years later, another nurse in the same room jumped to her death from the balcony. Visitors who enter room 502 today often report overwhelming feelings of despair, dizziness, and even the sensation of being watched. Some even claim to have seen the figure of a woman in white hanging in the doorway. There are also stories of children's spirits wandering the halls. Investigators have brought toys into the building only to watch them move on their own. One famous ghost is Timmy, believed to be a young boy who died of tuberculosis. Many visitors have seen a small shadowy figure running down the hallways, or heard the faint sound of a ball bouncing in the distance. Perhaps the most terrifying encounters happen in the death tunnel itself. Brave souls who walk through it at night describe whispers all around them, footsteps echoing behind, and the feeling that unseen eyes are staring from the darkness. Some claim they were even pushed by invisible hands. In the modern era, Waverly Hills is no longer a hospital. It closed in 1961, but the legends never died. Today, it is a hotspot for paranormal investigators, ghost hunters, and thrill seekers. Shows like Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters have filmed episodes here, capturing strange voices, moving shadows, and unexplained screams. Visitors from around the world come to test their courage inside these haunted walls. But the question remains, are these spirits real, or is it just the power of suggestion? Many skeptics believe the stories are exaggerated, yet those who have experienced Waverly Hills firsthand swear that what they felt was no trick of the imagination. They believe the souls of thousands still linger, unable to rest, trapped in the place where they suffered their final moments. So, what do you believe? If you were to walk through the long, empty hallways of Waverly Hills at midnight, would you hear the cries of the patients? Would you feel the icy touch of a nurse who never left room 502? And if you dared to step into the death tunnel, would you make it out alive? Remember, some places are not just buildings, they are prisons for the dead. And Waverly Hills Sanatorium might be the most haunted prison of them all.